He's funny. That's all I'm going to say. Right? Give it up for Tom Smith, everybody.
Fresno is an ancient Navajo term meaning mattress store. When I tell people from the Bay Area that I live in Fresno, I have to explain that, unironically, my next-door neighbor's truck is a boy. By which I mean it has testicles hanging off the fucking back of it. They don't believe that that shit actually happens, and I'm like, yeah, trust me, welcome, this is fucking Reagan's America right here. Here's the thing, I don't think my neighbors had that conversation with this truck. I don't think that truck is going to be responsible with its genitalia. Might be a bunch of, like, bastard Subarus running around the neighborhood before you know it. Okay, you're not going to go there with me. Like I said, I moved here about 5 years ago, man. I moved here just in time for all my friends in Fresno. I made friends quickly. I'm nice. And I know I don't seem it. Believe me, none of them were female. But my friends were like worried because that was when North Korea had developed their nuclear missile program, and they're like, fuck, they're gonna nuke Fresno. And I was like, that's not happening. One, I'm not lucky enough for that. Two, if you're gonna do it, I'd suggest middle of July. July is like the optimal nuke Fresno time period, right? Get a giant mushroom cloud in here. Finally get some fucking shade. Big beautiful thing. Just saying. One of my friends is interesting. He's this dude. He likes asking. This is a guy thing. Women, you guys are all way too smart to do shit like this. This is a boy only thing. Oh, fuck's wrong with us? But he likes to ask like arbitrary questions, like make up lists, come up with arbitrary questions, and just posit them. No. I think like recently he asked me the question, Tom, would you blow a man for $1 million? Would you suck a dick for $1 million? He asked me that. My first instinct is like, dude, it's 2021. Go fucking do it. You don't need the alibi, all right? All right. But he kept asking me that question, and here's the thing. I'm a comic, which means I'm very poor. All right. I don't want you to worry about me because I just opened up an account at Coinstar. If you don't know what Coinstar is, go fuck yourself. Anyways, so but he keeps asking me the question. And I had to stop. I'm like, dude, he's like, would you suck a dick for $1 million? And I was like, dude, you're not even asking the right question right now. It's not. The question you should be asking is, Tom, how many dicks would you suck for $1 million? And here's the thing, abandoned alleyway behind a falafel joint in Fresno. I'm not a mathematician, but I do have a work ethic. I'm going to say from here to Chuck Chansey. Not the casino, the fucking ballpark. Relax. Chill out, everybody. I came to my first comedy album. It would be like 100 miles of cock. That would be you're right on brand. You're a comic, you do kind of all kinds of, we're in the story hour right now here, but when you're a comic, you do all kinds of weird jobs to make money. Like one year I actually got hired to be Santa Claus. And I don't know how I got the job because I'm not actually an alcoholic. But I'll tell you this, it's a sad moment in a fat man's life when they hire you to be Santa Claus and then they look at like the fat suit padding and then they're like, yeah, you're good, man, go on out there. Just paint you red and send you out to say hello. But they give you a book on how to be Santa Claus, all right? There's 3 major rules to being Santa. 1, never try to remember the kid's name. All right, the elf is going to get the name, they're going to tell you the name, but if you fuck it up, that kid's going straight to therapy. It's not worth it. Too much pressure for the amount of money you get paid. Don't do that shit. Rule number 2 is you're a magical creature. You never tell the kids you have to go to the bathroom. They don't believe you do that. You have to tell them that you're going to go feed the reindeer. Which in Germany has a whole different... Thank you, okay, right. It's also pretty fucked up if you think about it for a second. But anyway, rule number 3 is the most important rule, and it's this. When the picture is snapped, Santa's hands must be visible. Yeah, for a lot, I want you feeling up the kid, dude. It's crazy, man. Just for lawsuit purposes, you gotta have the hands out. That's really fucked up. You know what they didn't put in the book, though, is what to do if 3 soccer moms get liquored up on Chardonnay and decide to lap dance the shit out of Santa Claus at a fundraiser. It's awkward, believe that. And I was young then and virile. So definitely a problem. Now I'm viral, then I was virile. It's kind of a different thing, but yeah, it was kind of. I mean, it's kind of. They were like really attractive women too. They were like super hot. Like here's the thing. I'm going to give this is a bit of advice. There's only one. There's one civilian male and female. It's like the fucking ark. We're gonna get you into an ark and we're gonna save you from the flood. Okay. Here's a bit of advice for you, young lady. If you're never cocktease Santa Claus. Just don't do it. It's not polite, particularly not at a fundraiser. And for the gentleman in the audience, sir, take a note. Some women really want to fuck Santa Claus. She might be one of them. I'm just saying, give it a shot, dude. Get her under the Christmas tree. But meanwhile, I'm stuck there with 3 women who are very attractive, and they're like not messing around. They're like, oh, she's been bad, Santa. You gonna give her some Kabob? Smacking each other on the end. I'm like, what? This is awkward. And I was a young comedian at the time, so I was like going, ho, ho, ho. Well, like, nobody got it then either, so I was making a very clever statement then. But you got to think fast, right? Because I have a hard-on and a bunch of children who want to jump into my lap. Yeah. Ho, ho, ho. Santa seems to have sprouted a magical Christmas hard-on. Let's go feed the reindeer. Back in 3.5. So there's that. Sad. All right, so you know the story. In this story, you're going to think I hate cats. And I do not hate cats. I hate one cat in particular, specifically. And I don't remember his name, but for the purpose of our conversation, we're going to call him Shithead. All right? Here's the thing. I did a nice lesbian couple, really tight. We're good friends, and they tricked me into house sitting for a week, basically cat sitting. They didn't tell me any of that shit. Here's the thing, man. If you've got a cat, you're counting on 2 essential sort of functions out of this animal. 1, cute and cuddly. 2, low maintenance. That's what a cat's fucking all about. This cat had none of that. None of that. He was super high maintenance and he was mean as fuck. He had a little scroll on how to take care of him. Like Shithead really loves it when you mash his food using his Tuesday spoon. Crazily specific instructions for this fucking animal. Oh, it was crazy, man. And then, so there were a nice lesbian couple that didn't have a child, so they put all their nurturing energy, which was considerable, into this fucking cat. Every time this monster would do something horrible and misanthropic, like scratch the eyes out of a baby, or like kill the last of an endangered species and then not eat the fucking thing, they would take that cat to go get massage therapy work done. Thank you, Northern California, you never fucking disappoint on that one. Because I just said about taking a cat to get massage therapy work, and the entire audience, both of you, just went, yeah, that makes total sense. When you think about Reiki work, maybe some energy, you know? Maybe he's got allergies, you never know, right? But anyways, I had to watch this monster for about a week, and then like every morning, without fucking fail, I would like just be shuffling along to make myself a cup of coffee. That was gross, sorry. The lights, you couldn't fucking miss it. Underlit spittle. Yeah, just like every morning I'd be like in my black socks and my boxer briefs, and you're welcome for that mental image. I'm just trying to go get a cup of coffee, and this monster would just run out and attack me for no fucking reason whatsoever. All right, and that was like day 2, day 3, getting ready for the same goddamn thing, but I was like, enough is enough. Like I know I don't look like it, but I have a lot of martial arts training in my background. So I figured like, fuck it, let's go, Garfield, let's make this happen. Alright, I figured I would unleash the power of my cat-like reflexes on Shithead. What turns out though, Shithead didn't have cat-like reflexes, he had actual cat reflexes. Turns out cat trumps the shit out of cat-like. And I discovered that when I tried to retaliate and I fell over backwards and hurt my back. I didn't know cats could laugh, but he did as he scuttled off like a goblin shit in one of my socks. I'll leave you with one last thought, one last idea. I actually have an idea for an invention that's going to make me Bill Gates amounts of money, so you're going to want to be nice to me. Here's what it is, right? It's a super tiny transmitter. Okay, now it's super tiny because it actually has to be surgically implanted right next to your heart. It does one thing and one thing only, which is this. The moment your heart stops beating, it fires off a signal into outer space. All right, it's a satellite back down to Earth. At home, your computer fires up erases the hard drive. Thank you, sir. I like that. For an extra $49.95, it set fire to the whole goddamn room. Because I don't know about you, but I'm worried about what my memorial service is going to look like. You know, we always thought Tom was a spiritual man, but check out the shit we found on the C drive up here. Check out the monitor in there, yeah. Didn't know you could do that with a goose, did you? Holy Christ. And how many pictures of the Gilmore Girls can you jack off to? You guys have been great. Thank you very much. Smiley, Colorado, get back up.
So scary.
Tom Smith, everybody. Keep it going for the one and only Tom Smith.